My best friend lied to me today. I feel so hurt, so alone. We've known each other since we were children. We shared everything, kept no secrets from each other. I thought that we would do anything for each other. And then just like that, the trust is broken. He traded our friendship for some spur of the moment selfish gain. Do you have any idea what it feels like to be betrayed like that? He was all I had, the only person I ever thought I could depend on. How will I ever be able to trust anyone again?
I, too, was betrayed by a dear friend for 30 pieces of silver. As I finished praying, I told my disciples, "Are you still sleeping and resting? Look, the hour has come, and the Son of Man is delivered into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us go. Here comes my betrayer." And my friend came and greeted me with a kiss, the signal to take me captive and lead me to the fulfillment of my destiny. Do not put your trust in man. As Proverbs 3, verse 5 tells you, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding.
God, well, sure. I have a great relationship with God. I pray, I go to church. I'm thankful for the many blessings in my life, but I struggle with sharing my faith. I know that I am supposed to share what I know about Jesus with others, but what if they laugh at me? What if they think I'm crazy? I'm an important member of the community. I have a reputation to worry about. I worked hard for all of my accomplishments. I am proud of what I contribute to my job, my family, and my friends. I mean, I do worry about the souls of those poor people who don't know Jesus, but risk my job, my friends, my reputation. That's just asking too much, don't you think?
A little mocking or laughing? Is that too much to ask? After I was betrayed by Judas, they took me away, and they spit in my face and beat me, while others slapped me. Then they stripped me and put a scarlet robe on me, and then twisted together a crown of thorns and set it on my head. They put a staff in my right hand. Then they knelt in front of me and mocked me. "Hail, King of the Jews," they said. They spit on me and took the staff and struck me on the head again and again. And after they had mocked me, they took off the robe and put my own clothes on me. And then they led me away to crucify me.
Stress. It's overwhelming. The burdens of life seem just to weigh upon me until I just can't take it anymore. Too much month and not enough money, rebellious teenagers, car trouble, relationship trouble. The list goes on and on. Sometimes I dream that I am going incredibly fast in reverse in my car and the brakes won't work. I'm so overwhelmed with carrying all of this that I'm out of control. I've allowed stress to take hold of me to the point where I am unable to put the brakes on to stop it. Sometimes I realize that my burden and my stress is due to my own lack of discipline, that it is self-induced. I'm tempted to do just one more thing, take on one more task. I forget all the joy and blessing and forgiveness and carry around the hurt and the anger and the regret. I've often heard it said that God doesn't give us more than we can handle. I don't know where that came from, but it certainly seems like I have too much to handle.
Burdens are heavy, both physical burdens and emotional ones. Finally, Pilate handed me over to be crucified, and so the soldiers took charge of me. Carrying my own cross, I went out to the place of the skull, which in Aramaic is called Golgotha, and there they crucified me. During the 9th hour, about 3 p.m, as I bore the burden of sin, the sin of every man who ever was or ever will be, I cried out to the Father in a loud voice, my God, why hast thou forsaken me?" Sin is your burden. It is terribly heavy to carry, and it separates you from the Father. Your sin may come in forms that you don't even realize are sinful, but that is the burden that weighs on you. No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. When you feel burdened with more than you can bear, remember, I have borne that burden for you. I am the way of escape. I will never give you more than I can handle.
I always thought I understood sacrifice. To sacrifice meant to go without something, to give up dinner out or a movie when money was tight, to give up something that I wanted to do to meet the desires of someone else, to give my time to help someone else in need. But I really didn't understand sacrifice until I came to know Jesus, until I heard and understood the words spoken about how He sacrificed for me. Fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith, for the joy set before Him, He endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Hebrews 12:2. The living, breathing, holy sacrifice for my sin, for the joy set before Him, me, you, all, He endured death on the cross. He is sacrifice.
With joy, I endured the cross for you, my friends. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. I have carried your burdens. I have felt your shame. I have paid the price for your sin.
Jesus served and gave His life. I too am called to service, not to be served. Offer hospitality to one another without grumbling. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 9.
I don't always understand His ways, but His will be done. I desire to do your will, my God. Your law is within my heart. Psalm 48.
I may betray others and they may betray me, but Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. Hebrews 13, verse 8. Because God has said, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. Hebrews 13, verse 5.
My excuses for not telling others about Jesus are simply that, excuses, due to my own pride. In his pride, the wicked man does not seek him. In all his thoughts there is no good for God. Psalms 10, verse 4. I am fortunate that Jesus will not too proud to stand up for me.
I do not have the weight of the world on my shoulders. Jesus already took that burden. He is willing to take my everyday burdens as well, even those I bring upon myself. He said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew chapter 11, verse 28.
God can take all circumstances meant for evil and turn them for good, to his glory. He promised redemption and salvation and gave that to us in his Son, Jesus.